So what's in store for Chinese President Xi Jinping when he lands in Malaysia? Well, three things to look out for, Martin. On one hand, meals. He is scheduled to have dinners and meetings with the likes of the Agong in Malaysia and Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim. Deals based on what we've seen him accomplish out in Vietnam with about 40-something deals actually inked with Vietnam. That could be something he'll want to discuss here in Malaysia. And of course, Wheels, a much anticipated vehicle that will be carrying Chinese President Xi Jinping around the capital, made by a Chinese luxury brand, car-making brand, Martin.
So this is interesting, JP, because, you know, we've been talking about Trump's, I guess, a little bit of relief on auto tariffs, and this is specifically regarding Canada and Mexico, but still, you know, it's giving a lot of auto stocks out here in Asia, China, in Japan and Korea a nice boost. But since we're talking about that, the car you mentioned, this is Xi Jinping's equivalent of, I guess, what U.S. presidents call a beast. It gets shipped in, right, whenever a president goes abroad for a meeting or a summit. And there it is. What is that thing? It's huge.
Yeah, I mean, gone are the days where you see Chinese heads of state being rolled around by a Buick, Martin. Right now, it's also a way for China to trumpet or to showcase to the world just how far they've come in certain industries like the auto industry. This is a car that's made by Hongqi, which is a luxury car brand in Beijing that supplies a lot of the cars for certain high-ranking officials in China. And as you said, it's called the Beast, otherwise known as the N701 limousine. Now, this is apparently equipped with enough features and enough sturdiness and defense capabilities to repel even rocket-propelled grenades or attacks on it, actually. But also impressive that it actually possesses a V10 to V12 engine. Now, Hongqi itself has also been rolling out in a number of key countries, markets in Southeast Asia. I do know for a fact that they actually have an electric car dealership, actually, in Manila, in the Philippines, and they've been at least trying to promote this. But again, this also showcases also just how far China has come in terms of going up the value chain in certain industries, such as automotive, such as in computers, such as in software, for instance, and really also a showcase of strength, and also a showcase that made in China is actually good. Of course, this also raises the question of whether or not this will also result in more opportunities for regions like Southeast Asia to perhaps grow alongside some of these growing industries in China. And of course, also very important for Chinese President Xi Jinping not just to go on a charm offensive, but also to flex China's economic muscle as he goes across the region. By the way, Hongqi in Chinese means red flag, which is also a very, very strong connotation, a strong symbol, at least in the Chinese language.
But I think it's kind of ironic, right? It's a V10 or a V12. It's not an EV. You would have thought, right? But anyway, okay. And that thing is big.